Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ebony Live. My name is Christine, and today we're going to be doing a 1 hour vinyasa practice today. I wish I can see people as they're joining or see who's here, but feel free to send comments and whatnot. And if you can't hear me, I'll constantly be checking that too. But I'm really, really grateful and honored to be here today. To have the opportunity to hold space and to connect with you all, even if virtually, through this time. I think saying that the last few weeks have been overwhelming, I think is an understatement at this point. Not only are we in the middle of a pandemic, where a lot of things we've looked forward to this year, plans we've had have been canceled, postponed, and no longer options. We've been isolated. We've been feeling alone. We haven't had access to things we're used to. The news is overwhelming, hearing different things left and right. You may have family or friends or loved ones that have been sick or affected by the virus, people that are working on the front lines in your family. It's instilled a lot of fear and a lot of uncertainty, I think, in all of us. And then on top of that, we all know we're in the middle of revolution, at the same time. And I could not have imagined that this would all be happening at once. And this time of having to pause on life, we now abruptly have had to come out of it because of the racial injustices that have been happening, but now are really being brought to light on camera. And so, yeah, it's overwhelming, I think, to say the least. And now we have Black people are now on the front lines of this, leading protests, constantly having to respond to non-people of color in our inboxes, having difficult conversations with our friends, scrolling through social media and just seeing Black bodies dehumanized over and over again just on our Facebook and Instagram timelines. And through all of that, I think it's been hard to really connect to ourselves and really listen to what we need. Supermodel Ebony Davis had an amazing post, I want to say last week, where she said, everyone has different jobs right now. And right now it's important to tune out the news and tune in to what you need right now. And it's hard for us to tune out social media sometimes and listen to that voice that's telling us to rest, turn off the phone, that's telling us to not respond right away, that's telling us not to protest every single day, not to have those conversations with people constantly. And so this yoga class, I think, is very timely. I think that it's the perfect time right now to, connect with each other virtually and to connect inward to our breath. And so all that being said, this is your hour. I can't see you. I don't know what you're doing. If you want to lay in Shavasana for an hour and listen to my voice, I don't know why you want to listen to my voice. I hate the sound of my own voice. But that is totally up to you. I like to think of all the poses that I give as offerings. So if I offer you a pose today that does not feel right in the body, please skip it. Or if you know of a different modification that you think would suit you better, please take that modification at any time. I'm going to offer some modifications throughout the practice as well. But please, take this time to yourselves. Black people deserve self-care. We deserve healing. We deserve time to ourselves. And I really want this to be anything you want it to be for you. So I wish I could play music. I created a playlist like highlighting Black artists for this, but with the sound, it wasn't going to work. Like you wouldn't have been able to really hear the music and me at the same time. So really just listen to your breath here. Again, I can't hear you. So maybe if you have some music that you want to listen to that will get you, in whatever space that you need, please feel free to do that. Just before we start, what you'll need, if you have a mat, obviously. Not completely necessary, but blocks are always great. If you don't have blocks, that's totally fine. Using a stack of books is always available. If you have a water bottle too, that can help. Pillows, I'm going to use a pillow at some point probably that can go under your head when we're in Shavasana, under the hips, under the chest if you want to have your heart lifted up. All those are options. Maybe a blanket if you need. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to begin and start class in Shavasana. So we're going to be laying on our backs. So yeah, if you have any questions, I'm going to be demoing most of the time, but I'm going to stop and check the comments and make sure you guys can hear me. So if you guys have any issues or you can't understand what I'm saying, just type it in the chat and I will adjust as needed. All right, so we're going to get started on our backs in Shavasana. Take up as much space as you need. We're at home. Lay out, arms and feet wide. Maybe you soften or close your eyes. And just take a couple of moments to connect to your breath. People are just joining. My name is Christine. And welcome to your 1 hour vinyasa, self-care, whatever you need today. So in Shavasana, just start to notice your breath. Don't necessarily change anything about it, just start to notice it. Start to feel the rising of the chest on your inhales and the falling of the belly and the chest on your exhales. Start to connect to how you're feeling right now. A lot of times we do not check in with how we're feeling. And then sometimes when we do check in, we try to cover that up because we got to push through and get through the day. But can you check in with how you're feeling, and can you really see how you're feeling without judgment and meet yourself right where you are right now in this moment? Whether you're tired, whether you're happy, whether you're angry, that is all okay. Just stay here for a few more cycles of breath. We'll start with a deep breath in here together. Breathe in. Exhale, open up the mouth, sigh it out. Again, take a slow, steady breath in through your nose. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh everything out. We'll take one more breath in here. Breathe in. This time, stretch the arms up high overhead. Point and flex the toes. Deep morning stretch. On your exhale, let everything go. Release the knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around the knees. Start to rock from side to side. Start to connect to your body now. Feel your back of your head, your whole back onto the mat. Notice how that feels to rock from side to side. Maybe you start to move your knees around in a circle. Maybe you switch directions. Notice how that feels. Maybe you lift your head up off the mat. Look at the center of your back that way. You stay for 2 more cycles of breath. And then interlace your fingers here on top of the right shin. Take your left leg long onto the mat. Really press the bottom of your left heel down and point the left toes up to the sky. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, hug the right leg in closer towards your chest. Now play around with it here, whatever you need. Maybe you open the knee out to the side towards the right shoulder. Or maybe you even bring it in closer towards your chest. Whatever you need, just play around with the hip socket. Stay for one more inhale here. On your exhale, hug the leg in a little bit closer towards your chest. You can keep your eyes closed here if you want, or whatever you need. On your next breath in here, stretch the right leg up high. On your exhale, hug the right leg in closer towards your chest. Option to interlace your fingers behind the right hamstring, the calf, or you can even take your 2 peace fingers and wrap it around the big toe. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the leg just a little bit closer. Really start to feel a stretch in the back of the leg here. Stay for one more breath in. One more exhale, take it closer. Option to grab for the outside of the right foot to the pinky edge toe side, or you can take those peace fingers and wrap them around the big toe. Breathe in. On your exhale, you're going to open the right leg up to the side. And you can take that as far as you want. It can really go 1 inch or all the way out to the side. Either way, start to feel and stretch in the inner thigh here. And then make sure that the outer left hip is still rooted onto the mat. You can even take your left hand and press the left hip down as you're opening up the right leg. Stay for a breath in. Stay for one more exhale. Bring your right knee back up. Take your left hand, grab for the outside of the foot again with the left hand. And then you're going to take the right foot up and over your body this time. Again, that can go as far as you want. Just start to feel a stretch in the outer right hip. We're going to start opening the hips and the legs. Stay for one inhale here. One exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend the knee, hug it in tight one last time. Then release the right leg long down to do the rest. Now, just release the arms down, stay for a couple of cycles of breath. Check in with yourself again. How are you feeling? Right now, you have the right side is probably a little bit more open. Notice how that feels. The right leg might feel a little bit longer than the left right now. Just take stock. Stay for one more cycle of breath. We'll do all of that on the other side. So on your inhale, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Exhale, bring it a little bit closer. Check on the comments. Just take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold it in a little bit closer. Not both sides are not equal. Just take what you need. Maybe this side is a little bit more open, or maybe it's a little bit tighter. Maybe you open up to the left shoulder, or you bring it over closer to the chest. Stay for another breath in. One more breath out. This time on your next inhale, lift the left leg up high. On your exhale, hug the left leg in towards the chest. Your right leg is still long. Really press the right heel down into the mat. Right toes are pointed up as your left leg is extended up towards the ceiling. Option to interlace the fingers behind the calf or the hamstring, or you can grab the peace fingers around the big left toe. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring that leg closer towards your forehead. Option to grab for the outside of the left foot with your left hand, or take the 2 peace fingers around the big toe. Take a breath in here. Exhale, open the left leg out to the side. Again, really take this side for what it is. Like if it feels different on the other side, don't base what you do on this side what you did on the other side. So maybe this side can go out a little bit farther, maybe it can't go out as far. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, open it up maybe a little bit farther. Keep that right hip rooted down onto the mat. Inhale, bring the left leg back up. Take the right hand to the outside of the left foot and drag it up and over to the right side now for a twist. Stay here for 2 cycles of breath. Really start to connect to the outer left hip here. Notice how that feels. Inhale, bring the left leg back up to center. Exhale, bend the knee, hug it in towards the chest one last time. Then release the left leg long to meet the right. Stay in Shavasana just for 2 cycles of breath. Now that we're a little bit more even on both sides, just take stock on how that feels. Check in with yourself again. Then on your next inhale, hug the knees in towards your chest. Exhale, wrap the arms around. Start to rock from side to side again. Maybe start to rock up and down. Forward and back. Then cross the legs. Come forward onto hands and knees. And take a wide-legged child's pose. Stay here for just 3 cycles of breath. Really feel your hips heavy on the heels. Your forehead laid gently on the top of the mat. Your hands lay down on the mat, your chest making its way towards the floor. Stay for 1 more cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, pull yourself up into tabletop position, hands and knees. And stay for the exhale. We're going to take a couple of cat-cows here. On your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the forehead and the chin, look up. Exhale, roll the spine, the hips, and your chest down for 2 more cycles, just like that. Drop the belly, look up, tailbone up. Exhale, roll the hips under, roll the spine, bring your chin to the chest. 1 more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone and the chest. Exhale, roll under, bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, come back to neutral spine. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push your hips back into a downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 cycles of breath. Start to pedal out the legs here, bending the right knee, bend the left. Check in with the backs of your legs here. They should be a little bit more open, but bend the knees as much as you need right now so you can straighten them. On your next breath in here, lift the heels up high off of the mat. On your exhale, bring the heels back down. Opening up the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift them up high. Exhale, release them back down. Last time, inhale, lift the heels up. This time, exhale, slight micro bend of the knees, and then step your right foot forward, meet your left foot up to the top of the mat. Meet me up at the top of the mat. Sorry, that was confusing. Hands down onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. You can do hands on the ground or to shins. Exhale, release down. Slight micro bend of the knees. Inhale, stretch all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to touch at your toes. Have a beautiful class, you guys. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Just take a quick mountain pose. Bring your big toes together to touch. A little bit of space in between your heels. Just feel your feet firmly planted into the ground. Solid foundation. Stay here for just one cycle of breath, just to connect to being here right now. On your next inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open the chest here, cactus. Inhale, stretch the arms back up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step your feet back into a high plank. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, release your knees down to the mat, release your chest all the way down to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest. Tops of the feet are pressed down. Exhale, release back down. Again, baby cobra, inhale, lift. The top of the feet are pressed down, the knees are lifted up off of the mat. Exhale, release back down. One more time, inhale, baby cobra. Keep the hips pressed down onto the floor. Exhale, release back down. Push back through tabletop position, hands and knees. Tuck the toes back under, push back into a downward facing. Inhale, lift the heels back up high. Exhale, slight bend of the knees, step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down. Slight bend of the knees. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, open the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, release down, step back to high plank again. Stay here for a breath in. Exhale, lower the knees down, lower the chest down just halfway. Inhale, if you're ready, up into an upward facing dog. You can always take baby cobra if you need to. Then exhale, push back, roll over the toes into a downward facing dog. So that option to lower the knees and the chest all the way down is always an option for you. Again, inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees. Maybe you have a slight hop to the top of the mat or just step up top. Straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down. Slight bend of the knees. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, open the arms, cactus the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down, step back to high plank. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, you can lower the knees or you can leave the knees lifted and lowered down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift up into upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, push your hips back into downward facing dog. Same down dog here, just for 3 cycles of breath. Maybe you pedal out the legs. Just checking on the comments. So those are 3 different options of flows. You can take those at any time. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, sigh everything out. Ha. Inhale, lift the heels up high off of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, step, hop, or float up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down. This time, just step your left foot to the back of the mat. Release the left knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead into a low lunge. Exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, open the arms, open your heart. Inhale, lift up. 2 more times, just like that. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift up. This time, exhale, release the right arm down. Bring the left arm up overhead for a slight arc. You can feel the left side of your body start to open up here. If you want an even deeper stretch, you can grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull it so you come over just a little bit deeper. Hold tight to the core here. Make sure your ribs are tucked in, not splaying out. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, come over just a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release the arms down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, sit your hips back into a half split. Bring the right heel to the floor. The right toes are pointed up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift the chest up a little bit more. On your exhale, maybe the chest and the forehead makes their way closer to the top of the right shin. Again, really stretching that right hamstring. Stay for one more breath in here. One more breath out. Option to stay here, or you can start to walk your hands to the outside of the right leg if you want a little bit of a twist. You also feel a stretch in the upper leg and the outer right hip here. Stay for one more breath in here. One more breath out. If you walk your hand over here, walk them back to center. Start to bend the knee here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the back knee off of the mat and step back to high plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, option to flow or just meet me in down dog. If you're flowing, lower to chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Those flows are always optional. You don't have to do it every time. You can just go right to down dog if you need to. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, hop, float up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Step the right foot to the back of the mat this time. Amazing job so far. You got this. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit your hips down into a low lunge. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Again, inhale, lift up, really stretch high to the ceilings like you're reaching heaven right now. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, up, last time. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, open the left arm down to the side. Bring the right arm up and over. Again, if you want a deeper stretch, grab the right wrist with your left hand. Pull it over to the side. Send breath to the outside of your right torso right now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe come up and over a little bit more. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, shine the crown of the head forward. Exhale, sit your hips back into a half split. You come back as much as you need to. Just start to feel a stretch in the back of the left leg. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, maybe the forehead meets the top of the left leg. Option to stay here, or if you'd like a little bit of a twist, you can walk your right hand to the outside of the left leg. Feel a stretch in the outer left hip. Stay here for just one more cycle of breath. On your next inhale, start to walk your hand forward. Step the left foot back down onto the mat. Lift the back knee up. Step back to high plank. Stay for the breath in. Exhale, option to flow or just meet me in down dog. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, push the hips back to downward facing dog. Stay in down dog for 3 cycles of breath. You guys are doing amazing. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, sigh everything out. One more cycle of breath here. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, lift the heels up high off the mat. Exhale, step, hop, or float up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Slight bend of the knees. Inhale, lift all the way up. You know what's coming. Exhale, open the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit your hips down into a chair pose. Make sure your big toes are together to touch. Make sure that your lower ribs are tucked under. Take a deep breath in here, lift up. On your exhale, sit your hips in a little bit lower and then sweep your arms back down behind you, palms face down. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Hips are still low here. One more cycle like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep them back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, maybe you see your hips down just a little bit more. You got this. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Step back into a high plank. Appearance from my boyfriend me. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, option to flow or meet me in down dog. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, hips back into downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, lift all the way up into crescent lunge. Exhale, find a deeper lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift the arms up, stretch up. Exhale, spin the back heel down, open the arms up into warrior two. Check in with some alignment here. Make sure that the shoulders are directly over the hips. Make sure that the right knee is directly over the right ankle. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Take the gaze right over the tops of the right fingertips. Really bring some intention to your fingertips too. Really open them up wide. No needle fingers. Bring energy and intention to them. Stay for one more inhale. One more exhale. Maybe lunge a little bit deeper. Flip the right palm here. Inhale, dance it back. Peaceful warrior. Left arm will go down. On your exhale, listen carefully. Bring your right forearm to the top of the right thigh. Sweep the left arm up above your head. Again, inhale, dance it back. Bring the left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, arm down onto the top of the thigh. Left arm will go up. We'll take 2 more of those flows. Inhale, dance it back. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up overhead. Last time, inhale, dance the right arm back. Exhale, bring the right arm to the top of the thigh, left arm overhead and hold to a bent leg triangle pose. If you want a little bit of a challenge, you can lift this right arm up off the leg and you can extend it in front of you. That's all core here. Really hold tight into your center. Trust yourself. Same for just one more breath in here. One more breath out. Inhale, bring the left arm down, dance it back one more time. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to frame the front foot, pick up the back heel. Step the right foot back into high plank. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, option to flow or maybe back in downward facing dog. Woo! Got to the first side. You guys are doing amazing. Safe for another breath in. Exhale, sigh everything out. Take another breath like that. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, maybe this time you stick your tongue out for lion's breath. Just sigh everything out. Take everything we just did on the other side. This time, inhale, extend the left leg up high. Exhale, sweep it through. Set your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, lift all the way up into crescent lunge. Exhale, lower down a little bit deeper into your lower lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, open the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, spin the back heel down, open up into warrior two. You notice that the left knee is coming in towards the big toe, kind of concaving in. Light up the muscles in the left foot, light up the glute, and then shift the left knee back towards the pinky edge to the side. Keep the pinky edge to the side of the right foot, moving down into the mat. Stay for an inhale, feel the chest expand. Stay for one more exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Flip the left palm, inhale, dance it back. Exhale, bring the left forearm down to the top of the left thigh, right arm extends overhead. Again, inhale, dance the right arm down, left arm back. Exhale, left arm to the top of the left thigh, right arm goes overhead. Take 2 more times just like that. Inhale, dance it back. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead. Last time, inhale, dance it back. Exhale, release the left arm back down to the top of the left thigh. Right arm goes overhead and hold for bent leg triangle. Try and bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Again, bring intention to the fingertips. No noodle fingers. Stretch them out wide. Connect to your breath here. Stay for one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, dance the left arm back, right arm down. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down to frame the front foot. Pick up the back heel, step back to high plank. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Exhale, option to flow or maybe in downward facing dog, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Safe for 3 cycles of breath. Amazing job, you guys. Stay for one more inhale here. Exhale, sigh everything out of the mouth. Inhale, lift the right leg up high. On your exhale, bend the knee, but cross the right leg over to the left. Oh, sorry, wrong side, you guys. We're going to start on the left, I'm sorry. Inhale, sweep the left, wait, no. Sorry, I was right the first time. Inhale, sweep the right leg up high. I'm sorry, you guys. Bend the knee, you're going to open up the hip here. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, this time you're going to cross the right knee over to the left. Inhale, lift back up. Leg extended, keep the knee bent, open up the hip. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the leg up, open up to the side. Exhale, this time bring the right knee to the right elbow this time. Inhale, lift the leg back up, open up the hip. Exhale, sweep it through, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, come up into a crescent lunge. Exhale, lunge a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Flip the right palm, inhale, dance it back. Exhale, back into warrior two. Flip the right palm again, inhale, dance it back. Exhale, this time straighten the right leg. Inhale, shift the hips back a little bit, start to extend the right arm forward. Then release the right arm down, left arm straight up to the ceiling for a straight leg chakra. Option to rest your hand on top of the right shin, or if you have a block or a water bottle or books, it would be great to place a block underneath your hand. Maybe your gaze comes up to your left fingertips. Fingertips pointed straight up to the ceiling. Inhale, feel the chest expand. On your exhale, maybe the chest opens up to the ceiling just a little bit. Bring your hand down to your hip. Bring your gaze down to the top of the mat. Start to bend the right knee. If you have a block or a water bottle or a couple of books, you can place that a couple of inches in front of you. Start to bend your knee and place all the weight into the front foot here, so much so that the left leg will start to lift up off of the ground. Really press strong into the right heel for crescent moon. Option here to either leave the left hand on the hip, or you can start to extend the left arm up high. Really hold tight to the core here. Maybe you can even work to lift up some of the right fingertips. Test your balance, trust yourself. Stay for one more cycle of breath. You got this, guys. Exhale out. Bring the left hand back down to your hip. Start to bend the right knee again. Step the left foot down back into warrior two legs. And sweep the left arm back into warrior two. Bring the hands to your hips. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pivot the right toes forward to be parallel with the left. Hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward over the legs for a wide-legged forward fold. Option to bring the hands down to the mat. You can also grab the outsides of your feet, or you can bring your peace toe fingers to the big toes. I don't know if you can see my feet, but make sure the toes are pointed in slightly, and bring the weight of your feet into the toes, so more forward than back. Stay for a few more cycles of breath. Just let the head get heavy. Walk your hands forward in front of you, just slightly in the wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift of the chest. Exhale, release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, walk your hands forward towards the top of the mat. Pivot your toes forward. Bring the left hand down to the mat, but this time lift your right arm up high for a short twist. Stay for one more cycle of breath. On your next inhale, release the right arm down. Right hand will be on the outside of the right foot. Step the right foot back to high plank. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees, hop up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Slide bend to the knees. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides. Take a quick mountain pose. Just reconnect your feet into the ground. Find the breath. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, release the right arm down by your side. Bend the right leg so that your heel meets your bum. And then you're going to grab for the inside of your right foot with the right hand, setting up for dancer's pose. Take a deep breath in, really extend the left arm up high to the ceiling. On your exhale, start to kick your right foot back into your right hand, and then start to extend the left arm forward. You don't have to go too far here. This is perfect. But if you want to go a little bit further, start to hinge forward at the hips. I love this pose. It's a balancing pose. You're being pulled in different directions, but can you find that space, that peace, and that in between? Can you find your breath? Stay for one more breath in here. Exhale, maybe you come down a little bit farther. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release your left arm down by your side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor. Step back to high plank. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for just 3 more cycles of breath. So close. We're going to do that whole flow on the other side. Connect back to the breath. I don't think I said this in the beginning, but please take water and breaks at any time. Again, I can't see you. So do that for yourself. If you need water, you need to step out, take that for yourself. I repeat all of that on the left side. So on your next inhale, extend the left foot up high this time. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, cross the left knee over to the right elbow. Inhale, lift up, open the knee, open the hip. Exhale, come forward, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sweep the left leg through, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, look all the way up. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Flip the left palm here. Inhale, hands it back. Exhale, come back into warrior two. Let your breath lead your movement here. Inhale, lift the left arm back. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, dance the left arm back. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Start to shift your hips back as you extend the left arm forward. Then bring the left hand down, right arm straight up to the ceiling. For a straight leg triangle. Really bring that intention back to your fingertips. You guys are doing great. Keep breathing. Inhale, feel the chest expand, find buoyancy in the chest. Exhale, start to twist the chest up to the ceiling if you can. Stay for one more inhale here. One more exhale. Bring your right hand to your right hip. If you have your block, you can bring it a little bit in front of you. Bring your left hand down to the block and start to bend the left knee. Press down into the left heel so much so that your right leg will start to lift. Opening the hips out to the side. Option to extend the right arm up. Maybe you start to lift some of the left fingertips off of the block or the mat. Test your balance, trust yourself, you got this. Stay for just one more cycle of breath. Bring your right hand back to the hip. Start to bend the left knee. Step back into warrior two legs. Sweep the right arm back into a warrior two. Hands to hips, straighten the left leg. Pivot the left toes forward to be parallel to the right toe. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. Option to take the same forward fold, hands to hips, or option to interlace your fingers behind your back. Take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. For another wide-legged forward fold. Let your head get heavy, really feel that stretch in the shoulders. Stay here for just 2 more cycles of breath. If your hands are interlaced behind you, release them down to the floor. Walk your hands out in front of you. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, release the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, walk the hands forward to the top of the mat. Pivot the toes forward. Press the right hand down to the mat. Lift the left arm up high to the sky for a twist. Stay here for just 2 cycles of breath. Inhale, one more stretch up high. Exhale, release the left hand down to the floor. Take a breath in here. Exhale, step the left foot back to high plank. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga or median down dog. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees, half float or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Slight bend of the knees. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your hands down by your thighs. We'll take dances on the other side this time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release your left arm, palm face up. Kick your left heel to your bum, and then grab for the inside of your left foot with your left hand. Inhale, lift the chest, really extend the right arm high to the heavens, T. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to kick back into your left hand with your left foot. And as you're kicking back, can you set your chest and the right arm forward? Just stay for 2 more cycles of breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, slowly make your way back to standing. Exhale, release the arm, release the legs. Find mountain pose. Big toes together, touch a little bit of space in between the heels. You've made it this far. Amazing job. We're going to do one more standing pose before we take the rest of it to the floor. We're going to take tree. So bring your hands to your hips. Bend the right knee, take it out to the side. And then place the sole of your right foot anywhere to the inside of your left leg. So either the inner calf, inner ankle, or inner thigh. Option to also just step the foot down if you need to. That's totally fine as well. Once you have your leg where you want it, option to bring your hands to touch at your heart. Then once you find your balance and your foundation, maybe you start to extend the arms up, maybe you extend them down. Take any pose, any shape that is creative to you. This is your time right now. We've been so isolated and kind of kept in. Really extend out, find that expansion within. Really breathe in fully through your chest. Trust your balance. Maybe you even lift your gaze up. Stay for just 2 more cycles of breath. You got this. Inhale, bring your hands back through center to your hips. Bring the right knee forward. Exhale, step it down. We'll take it on the other side. Bend the left knee, take it out to the side. Then place the sole of your left foot to the inside of the right leg. Either inner ankle, calf, or thigh. We say to try to avoid the knee if possible. And once you've found some stability, bring your hands to touch at your heart. And then when you feel stable, you can start to grow your tree again. You can do something completely different from before. Maybe you bring your hands back behind you. You can get weird with it. I don't know. This is what I'm doing. Feels good. Do whatever feels good. Stay for just 3 more cycles of breath. Start to bring your hands back through center to your hips. Inhale the left knee forward. Exhale, step the left foot down. Take an inhale here, stretch up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, stretch up. Last time, cactus. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, find the halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands down, step back to a high plank. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to meet back and down dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg up high. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Your right foot towards your left wrist. You're setting up for pigeon pose. So extend the left leg long behind you. Your chin does not need to be parallel towards the mat, and your right hip does not have to reach all the way to the ground. My hips have never really been able to do that. This is a great place for your block or for a pillow as well to go underneath the hip if it's hiking up. Once you have your hips situated, inhale, lift up the chest. And then on your exhale, to walk your arms forward, bring your forehead and your chest down to the floor. Another great place, if you have a blanket or a pillow, you can place it underneath the forehead. We're starting to wind out towards the end of class. Can you start to slow your heart rate down with your breath? Stay here for 3 more cycles of breath. Send the breath to the outer right hip. Last cycle here. Let your chest feel heavier after every exhale. Bring your hands down onto the mat in front of you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under, step back into the downward facing dog. Option 2, lift the right leg high and open up the hip. You can bend the knee just to get any kinks out. That feels good. Inhale, extend the right leg back up. Exhale, release it down. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring the left knee to your left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist, extending the right leg long behind you. Bring a pillow or a block to the outer left hip. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk your hands forward, chest and forehead meet the mat or block or pillow. Take this time, check in with yourself again. How are you feeling? Send breath to the outer left hip. Stay for just 2 more cycles. Bring your hands down to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck the back toes under, step back into a downward facing dog. Option to extend the left leg high, opening up the hip. Release the left leg back down toward the floor. Last time to flow if you need it, or you can just stay in down dog. When you're ready, inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down towards the floor. Sit your hips over to the left. And extend. Whoa, sorry, I lost you guys somehow. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Something happened with the internet. We're almost done. We're going to end with a twist. And then we'll be in Shavasana. But make your way onto your back. You're going to hug the right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers on top of the right shin, just like we did in the beginning. Then you're going to take your left hand and guide the right leg up and over to the left for a twist. You can extend your right arm open to the side. You can bring your gaze over to the right side as well. Just stay for 3 cycles of breath. Well, I'm seeing someone's asking where I teach. I teach at Moto Yoga La Brea. It's a hot yoga studio. On La Brea, in between 3rd and 4th Street. I also teach at their East location in Echo Park. Hold on, I'm not going to leave you guys there for too long. When you're ready, inhale, come back up to center. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, release it back down. Take it on the other side. Inhale, hug the left knee in. Then exhale, bring the left knee up and over to the right. Extend the left arm out to the side. Gaze can look over the left shoulder. That's where I was teaching before the pandemic, but the gyms have closed down. But we hope to reopen again in mid-July, where I will be back on the schedule, is hot yoga. I actually have not been teaching online. This is my first actually online class I've taught since the pandemic. I do hope to be teaching more. I'm working full-time right now, and I'm actually starting another yoga training on Monday. So once that's over, it's only 2 weeks, I hope to teach a lot more. And I can connect with Marlene and see if we can do more of these or figure out how I can let you guys know when I do those. Just stay for a couple of more cycles of breath. For some reason, it's not letting me type back to you guys. On your next breath in, come back up to center. Hug the knee in. Exhale, release the left leg long. Just one last pose on the ground before Shavasana. We're going to take butterfly. So bring the soles of your feet together. Open up the legs wide. This is a great place for a pillow, or if you have blocks, you can place them underneath the chest, underneath your head. And just lay back. Take your left hand, place it over your heart, your right hand over your belly. Soften or close the eyes. And just feel the belly and the chest rising and falling with every breath. I'm going to lead you in a short breathing exercise. It's called box breathing, where you inhale for 4 counts of breath, for 4 counts. You will hold for 4 counts. You'll exhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and then you repeat it. So just stay in butterfly. You can have your hands on your chest and your belly, eyes closed. We'll take 1 cycle of breath to prepare. So breathe everything in. Exhale, sigh everything out the mouth. Ha. Then when you're ready, inhale in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh everything out. Take one more virtual breath together. Inhale in. Maybe you take in one more sip of breath. Then exhale, sigh everything out. Option to stay in butterfly, or you can start to open up into a final Shavasana. Taking up as much space as you need. If you need a blanket, you can put it on top of yourself, lay out. Thank you guys so much for this time. Thank you for sharing your breath with me and everyone else here. Thank you for taking this time for yourselves. I'm telling you, it is so important for our community to take care of ourselves. It is so, so important. And I'm so happy that you guys took this hour. Oh, thank you, Bethany, for being here. Hope you guys really enjoyed this practice. I hope you guys found a little bit of peace today for yourself so that we can take that peace and shine it out to the world. As we peace, love, and blessings. Namaste.